We talk about three things around here: questions, courage, and change. So let's focus on that second one for just a little bit. Courage. I received a text from my son the other night, and it led to a text conversation. But the first one was very difficult for him to send. It started with, "Dad, I'm in trouble." And he went on to describe his trouble, and it has mostly to do with grades, and it was very difficult, and he really humbled himself. And the reality of it is that it's that vulnerability that he showed, that courage that he showed in that text conversation that led to him and I partnering up, him and I finding some solutions, him and I deciding on a course of action, and when we were done, he didn't feel alone anymore. Why? Because he was courageous. Every time a man is asked a question, he has an opportunity to be courageous. How about the question, "How you doing?" Well, if it's someone that you have a relationship at all with, the answer, "Fine," is probably the coward's way out. It's not the truth. If you're struggling and you say "fine," that's the coward's way out. And I understand, well, we didn't have time, and I understand that. The reality of it is the courageous way. The way of talking about what's really going on is the right way, and it builds relationships and it builds trust. Now, I'm not saying a man should spew out every detail of his sin that week when someone says, "How you doing?" That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if your answer is simply "fine," that's not the truth, it's not honest, and it doesn't fit you. You see, 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline." Well, power, love, and self-discipline is a great definition of courage. He has given us a spirit of courage, which means every time we show courage, there's this deep sense of satisfaction. Because why? Because it fits us. Think about a military example. If you're on the front lines in battle, and you run away from your teammates, and you run away from the enemy, and you chicken out, you will probably be in a safer place, perhaps, because you're running away from the battle. But that will haunt you the rest of your life. Why? Because it doesn't fit you. Being a coward does not fit you. It does not feel good. It's not what makes us feel good about life when we lay down and close our eyes and sleep at night. Being courageous does. Ephesians 3 tells us, may Christ become more and more at home in our hearts as we trust in him. May our relationship with Christ get deeper and deeper as we trust in him, as we do scary things. That's how you build trust. You do scary things, and you build that trust through those things. May our relationships get better and better because we have courageous conversations about good questions. My son received help when he said, "Dad, I need help." And that's where we have to start, in that courageous place of being vulnerable and honest. It's key.